Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada, and today we dive straight back into the murky waters that are the Gold Cup for 2021. We are in Group A, of course. You can see our little pod right here. Now, if you recall, last episode we did defeat El Salvador 4-0. And now today we have our favorite team from south of the border. We are going to be taking on the United States. However, not quite the typical United States team. As you can see here, this is the USA B squad. They did not fare very well in their first matchup. They lost to Costa Rica in their first game. And in this version of the Gold Cup, there's only 3 games in this group stage. Top 2 teams qualify for the next round. So USA B squad, this is pretty much a win or go home situation. Now there's a few elements that could work in their favor. If Costa Rica loses to El Salvador, that changes things for them, but that's not very likely. So USA B team has to beat us today if they have any hope of moving on. Take a look at this B team, and it is a very young team. Incredibly young. It's basically an under-23s team. You know, it's like an Olympic team. They have, 4 guys who are over 22 years old, and everybody else is 22 or under. So, it's basically their version of the Olympic team. We'll see if that's good enough to beat a full Team Canada squad. I don't know about that, but you know, stranger things have happened. They do still have very good talent, especially compared to Canada in terms of their under 23 team. So it's not a for sure thing, but we should have the advantage. Now they do still have good players, as I mentioned, players like Emerson Hindman. Very good midfielder. He doesn't get a lot of call-ups to the senior team, so this is really going to be his big chance to shine with the B team. Matt Miazga's on the club. Obviously, he's an outstanding central defender, contracted currently to Stoke, so he's playing in the Premier League. Let's see. Miljevic, he has played quite a bit on these teams, 20 years old. He played for their Olympic team. He's a very good attacking center mid, very fast and quick player, good at dribbling, passing, all that sort of attacking center midfield stuff. So they got a lot of good players. They do have one injury here. One of their strikers, Bart Murray, not familiar with him, 17-year-old regen, great technique and teamwork and fitness, finishing. You know, he's a pretty standard-looking regen. Very good, very solid, 6'3", so he's a big kid, a big striker. And he's going to be out for this game, which means they'll have Will Cortez up at striker. Another regen-looking dude, 20 years old, contracted to Tucson currently. So he's playing in the lower divisions. Still very good, not quite as good as that other guy. Quite as good as Bart Murray. But yeah, he's still pretty good. Now, in terms of the USA senior team, they are playing in the Confederations Cup, and they just got knocked out by Germany. They had a pretty good qualification here. They qualified. No, they did not qualify. So that was still group stage, where they lost to Germany. So Germany and Australia qualified out of the Confederations Cup. USA, all of that struggle for naught. They had 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Unfortunately, they're out of the Confederations Cup, which leaves all the glory to their B team. Speaking of USA, where are they at? They're 32nd in the world right now. So they are, the second highest North American team. Right. No. Yeah. What's going on here? Jamaica has moved ahead of Mexico. Look at this. And now Jamaica is the top team in North America. How about that? USA down in 32nd, correct? Yep, there they are. USA 32nd. Canada moving up a spot. We're up to 56 in the world. So, I mean, we still got quite a few places in between us and USA, but only Costa Rica is in our way currently, and we're going to be playing them shortly. So, we got a chance to move up, a chance to beat the USA B team and move on to the next round of the Gold Cup. So let's just get to it. We don't care about that. Let's see. Haiti and Guadeloupe are playing. Panama, Antigua, Barbuda. I figured this out, and now I've forgotten. Anyway, they drew. I thought our game was queued up again. This happened. I thought the game was queued up, but it was not. There we go. Another draw. Guadeloupe and Haiti are drawing all the way. I guess we could take a look at the other group, possibly. Group B, I suppose. Foreign transfer window opens in Major League Soccer, so we could see some movement going on there. I don't think Vancouver is going to be bringing anybody in of any significance. We might lose a player or two, send some people out. But for now, I think we're okay. I think the team's playing decently, and we don't need to make any big moves. Yeah, here it is. Henry close to signing with Atlas. You know, the deal came in. He wanted to move, so we let him go. It's not a great deal, but you know what? We need him to move on and get playing time at a big club so that we can then replace him with a younger player and keep that pipeline moving. I mean, it might be a bit of a detriment to Vancouver, but that's kind of what Vancouver is here for. You've been a fantastic servant. You're welcome back anytime. Thanks. Who knows what the future holds? See you later, Daniel Henry. Now, of course, the squad is unhappy because we let go of our top defender. So let's discuss this issue with the squad. I hadn't planned any of this. I just wanted to get to the game today. What are we doing here? All right, let's be calm. All right, some of the lads feel the squad lacks depth in defense, and we could really do with a few additions here. Let's see. I'm happy with the quality of player. Before we do that, let's take a look at the old team report. Right? Can't we look at the team depth chart? How are we looking in central defense? So we got Romeo, Hakkinen, Jaguar, and Thomas. You know, I think that's okay. You know, we're in the yellow here. Maybe we could use some reserve depth. Bring somebody in. So, you know, their complaints are warranted maybe a little bit. We could really do with a few additions here. Great atmosphere, locker room, don't want to spoil it. Confident, I have the backing. I'm happy with the quality of players at the club. I want to give opportunities to some of our younger players. That is definitely true. All right, so Venuto, our new team leader. Perhaps you're right. It would be nice if some of the younger boys can step up. Thank you. I think that was very productive. There we go. All right. So they're with the plan. The plan is to basically slot Romeo in there and have him be our new starter. And then that keeps the Canadian center backs rolling. Now, we definitely will need to add depth. But we got young academy players for that. We can now start rolling in some of those academy central defenders. All right, let's see. Yeah, we face a lot of problems. We haven't even attended the press conference yet or anything. All right, so let's just pause it here and get to the game. I don't have time for this. Let's pause. Okay, we are back. It's game time. Ready to go. USA are the betting favorites. 5-4 odds, even though they have no real form because they're the B team and they don't get to play very often. Maybe it's because they're at home, I suppose. We will be playing in the LA Memorial Coliseum. 93,000 tickets sold. 87 degrees and breezy in sunny California, so it should be an outstanding game. The head coach for the B team, take a look at this, Josh Wolf. Pretty good assistant coach. Currently, the assistant coach for Team USA, so the head coach is letting his assistant coach the B team. Good for him. Also the assistant coach at Columbus from 2014 to 2018. So he's joined his boss in coaching the USA team. That's very very loyal of him. He actually left Columbus to join the USA squad full time. Not like our coaches. Most of our coaches have 2 jobs, so it's a little bit of a difference there. But yeah, he is a fine coach. Very good at working with youngsters. Something maybe our coaching staff lacks a little bit. Man management is okay. Determination is good. He's, just a pretty average MLS quality coach. But, he has that loyalty, he has that familiarity with the system. So he should be able to at least coach this team up in a similar manner as the main team. But anyway, which is good for us because we've beaten the USA main team a couple of times. So we're fine with that. Anything else going on? The referee has not refereed anything ever in his entire life. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing else to speak of. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So here we are. We're rotating the squad, sort of. Basically, we have 2 starting teams. So that's how we do things around here. The difference is we are keeping Borjan in goal. So let's submit that team and move on. We got a couple guys who are lacking a little bit of match sharpness, but not a ton of match sharpness. So we're okay. We're okay. All right. So USA, Yarborough, the veteran, is taking the armband. He has 1 appearance, 1 concession. USA lost 1-0, so it looks like offense might be the problem of this. M. Binns. Michael Binns. Did we look at this guy? We sort of briefly looked at this guy. He's the other guy. Yeah, okay. Not a great name. Top Binns, maybe. But anyway, yeah, they do have Miazga in goal, in defense. Hindeman. Jack Harrison. Why does that name sound familiar? He's got a couple of appearances. He's contracted to Man City. Perhaps that's why. 24-year-old youngster. I don't think his time at Man City is going to be very long. He was there from 21 to 22. Came over from Newcastle. Interesting. Let's take a look at his history. So he was bought for $11 million from New York City as a youngster, and then he's just been loaned out the rest of his career. He did play at Newcastle in the Premier League last year, got a goal and an assist, didn't play particularly well. And now this season, I guess the season hasn't started up yet. They're in England, so it's July. I don't know. No, their season hasn't started up yet, so that's why he hasn't played any games, which is fine with us. He's probably not match sharp. Anyway, we are going with Borjan in goal. Love it. And how about this? We got some photographs now for all of our guys. I finally figured out how to get the photographs in there. They're not perfect. I didn't do everything I was supposed to do, but they're in there. So Romeo's got a photo. Look at him. And our new man, Tamori, getting his second start. The guy we were able to convince to switch from England to Canada. He's an outstanding young prospect. I think I'd kind of prefer him to play at fullback rather than central defense. And I think building my teams going forward, I'm going to focus on having him fill that void at right back and worry about other players playing central defense. I think he can be a fine right back for us, and can finally let us get some of the older right backs out of the rotation. Speaking of older right backs, Adam Straith is taking the captain's armband today. He hasn't been called up a lot recently, but he does have 53 appearances for the Canadian team, so he is a fine veteran. He's a great leader. That's why he's taking the captain's armband today. Norman and Tebert in the midfield, the Vancouver duo. Davies on the left, Hundle, Osario, and Jonathan Hamilton up top. So Jordan Hamilton, up top. Got a goal, 7.1 rating. So, we got a lot of familiar faces in here. And finally, all of these faces have actual pictures. So let's go. Buoyed by the strength of photography, we're going to move on, and we're going to passionately say we could secure qualification with a win. Go out there and impress me. All right, so one motivation. Tebert, the veteran. Of course, he's going to be motivated. End that pep talk. All right, USA going with the standard 4-2-3-1. We know they're going to try to play possession. So hopefully we can pressure them and we can get some steals. So can you talk about your changes today? It's a squad game and I have full faith. Who is this? Martin Madston from goal.com. He is wily and not to be trusted, but we have great respect for one another. So that's an interesting thing. Anyway, you could make a real statement about your intentions in this match and go on the attack from the opening whistle. How will you approach this game? I hope so, yes. We will seek to initiate and look to play with attacking swagger and confidence and all of that. Let's go. 93,000 in the LA Coliseum. Once home of the former LA Raiders. No longer the LA Raiders, now the Oakland Raiders. Or are the LA Raiders? Have they gone back to LA? Have they gone to San Diego? I've lost track of the Raiders. I'm going to be honest with you there. Yeah. So USA B team. We'll see if we can get one over on these boys. What's our highlight looking at? All right, we got extended highlights. That's good. They've got 70. Okay, they've dropped to 62% of possession, but still that's not great. There we go. So only 6 minutes in, I guess the stats are going to fluctuate greatly because we're back to 50-50. All right, Tebert's got a yellow card already. Romeo's got a yellow card already. That's not good. Can't have that. Speaking of Romeo, I've now heard his name pronounced Romeo. A couple of different sources, so I don't know. I've heard it pronounced both ways by television commentators, and that's the problem with... I've noticed that's a problem with following soccer in North America, is you have so many different outlets covering so many different games. You get a ton of different announcers with different accents and dialects, and they all pronounce everything differently. Anyway, here we go. USA B team on the attack. Harrison trying to get one forward. Mendez, he's boxed in. That's good defense. But a terrible redirect. Goes to Miljevic, and he scores. It's not what we're looking for. Not happy about this. I mean, the defense here was solid. Stopped Harrison. Look at the defensive line looking good. Great deflection there. Binns to Miljevic. I guess that was a good tap-on by Binns. Not really a lot our defense could do about that. That was just lucky bounce. Here we go. Let's get one back. Davies on the free kick. Sends one just wide. I mean, that had a chance. That was on target. He could have snuck that one into the corner. All right, boys. Behind the 8 ball here. This is no good. Romeo's been booked. Tell him to ease off tackles. Absolutely. Definitely down for that. We can't afford a red card. That's for sure. So we might have to do some changing at halftime. Get these yellow card boys out of there. Because we do have, very good reserves right now. We got Henry on the bench. Tamori gets a yellow card as well. Here's Mendez with a free kick for USA. Bends it outside again. Borjan with great discipline there. Doesn't even move. We're controlling the possession, I guess, so that's a bonus. But we can't. I'd love to tie it up before halftime. Is there any sort of analysis that we can use just to back off? All right. We do have 5 shots. Nobody's playing particularly poorly. The yellow card situation frustrates me. Here we go. Throw in. Straith. That looked like an illegal throw in, but what have you. We'll take it. T-Bert. It was almost like a chest pass. It was kind of weird. Norman getting forward from the Segundo Volante position to Lovitz to Davies. He's probing the defense. T-Bert back to the basket. Not really what we want. Get it out wide. There it is. Lovitz on the overlap. He is wide open. Deflected T-Bert. Boy, this USA defense is packed in. Osorio playing that right wing. Can't quite get a good solid left foot on it. We now have 4 yellow cards, but we're starting to control possession here. Straith with the throw in. T-Bert centers to Osorio. Again to Lovitz. Let's see an early cross. He sends one in. Can't get it to Hamilton. Norman, though, recovers. T-Bert. Hondel's going to turn. Going to chip one at the keeper. Yarborough struggles with that one, but manages to keep it out. Tricky little shot there from Hundel. Unfortunately, he couldn't score. Looks like they are trying to send in low crosses. Here's a corner. Jack Harrison. Oh, Osorio with a foul. This is no good. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be tragic. Jack Harrison's going to take the free kick. Going to go up against the veteran Borjan. Let's see if he can get another stop. He's had some big stops in his career, and there's another one. Stopping the youngster on the PK to keep it 1-0. Keeping Team Canada in this game. USA with a throw-in on their own half. De La Fuente charging through the midfield. And then Lovitz easily stops him there. Romeo boots one downfield. Not a great pass. Not real happy about that. Okay, USA, they're definitely futzing around with it. They're definitely sort of taking their sweet, sweet time. Trying to waste the clock, trying to control possession. I mean, we knew they were going to try to do that anyway, but the fact that they now have the lead, it just plays into their hands. De La Fuente tries to get one forward. Top Bins has it. He can't get past Borjan. Right now, Borjan is the MVP, keeping us in this. I mean, he did let the one goal through, but it's not really his fault. Tamori's been booked. We'll tell him to ease off tackles. I do not like having all these yellow cards. We're going to have to do some substitution, I think, at halftime. Okay, so we're going to change things up. We're going to go... No, we're not. I was going to go with formation number 2, but we don't have formation number 2 loaded. So we're just going to have to make... Get out. Stop it. Get out. Hamilton, go back to target man. Okay, so we're just going to have to make some simple tactical changes, and we're going to have to make some substitutions. First substitution, Jaguar in for Tamori. And then, I kind of want to bring Arfield in for T-Bert. Or should I bring Henry in for Romeo and let T-Bert ride for a little while? Maybe that's the change. So even though we're down a goal, we're going to make 2 defensive changes at halftime. Bring our starting defenders back in at central defense. Make sure we don't get any more goal attempts. We are attacking. In possession, what are we doing? Okay. Let's try slightly more direct. Let's try stay on our feet when it comes to tackling so we don't get any more yellow cards. Now let's go to the dressing room. All right. Pep talk. Assertive. Show me something else in the second half. The old classic pep talk. Gets everybody's juices flowing. Show me something else. What that is, no one knows. But I'm just looking for something. Anything. Different. All right. Highlights, boys. We need highlights. We need goals and highlights. Here's USA on the highlights. Hindeman, Bins. Let's get a steal and a counterattack. That would be wonderful. There's a good steal. Of course, that was Jaguar going down, leaving his feet when he was specifically told not to, but that's kind of what he does. He makes good tackles. I mean, I can't say anything against him. He makes good tackles. There's Lovitz with a steal. Can't get it to a teammate, though, and USA continues possession. Maybe our long ball strategy isn't quite working. Okay, that was a wishful shot there from Mendez. USA's gotten all the highlights so far in this half. Here we go. Throw in. Team Canada. On the USA side, here's Osorio. Tries the center one. Cannot get it past Matt Miazga. Bins. Trying to get past... Who is that he's trying to get past? I think that was David. He's trying to get past... Or Davis, I mean. USA again on the attack. We go from a throw-in on their end to USA getting a highlight. I don't like this at all. It's Harrison to Bins. Hindeman. Come on, boys. Forcing me to take a drink of water. There's one good defense. Borjan forced to make another stop. Come on. We need something. Yeah, I told you to show me something else. And what you're showing me is worse than before. So that's no good. I should have specified. Show me something better is what I should have said, I think. Not just something different. All right, here's a USA throw-in. Alvarez knocking it around the park. Interesting cross-field pass to Begay. Again, USA sort of wasting time. Let's get a steal. There we go. Norman with the steal. Gets it forward to Osorio. Let's go. Get it on the attack. He's got Hundle moving forward. He loops it forward. No, it's Hamilton on the run. Hamilton with the shot. Oh, what a goal. Wow. What an angle on that shot. Let's see that again. That was like inside heel of the right foot. Just sort of like crossed up the goalkeeper. There's a nice run. And then just banged it. Wow, far post. Almost an unstoppable shot. I mean, that's crazy. Okay. So I think slightly more direct has been not working for us particularly. So let's go slightly shorter, but be more expressive. You know, mix things up. Again, show me something different. Show me something different. Here we go. Straith with the throw-in. Gets it to Hundle. Sort of. T-Bert. Centers to Norman. We're going to start the attack here. Osario's, he's going to dive forward. He's going to get on that janky left foot. No, Davies. Great touch. Ooh, Yarborough. Yarborough with the stop. The game-saving stop, perhaps. 66 minutes. Here's Osorio with a corner. Can't I mean, he had a player wide open. I think that was Henry wide open at the short post, but he didn't get it to him. Here's Hindeman for USA sending one in. No, Borjan misplayed that. What happened? What happened? All that work to tie it up, and then, I mean, we've got 5 guys lined up there, and Borjan just missed it. Absolute whiff after he played such a great game. Okay, so Davies isn't playing particularly well on the left-hand side, so let's bring in Timoteo as our final substitute. Yeah. And then let's make a shout. Let's demand more. There we go. We're focused. Let's close down on Conrad De La Fuente. Okay. 78, 79 minutes. Here we go. Jonathan Osorio off the wall. Timoteo's going to run over and pick that one up. Can he get a cross off? He does. Back post to Osorio. Come on. Come on. Got to do something a little better than that. 80 minutes. We can't lose to the USA B squad. This is embarrassing. What are you doing here? 81 minutes. This puts our movement into the next round in jeopardy here. The loss here, this will tie us with USA. So then it's going to come down to our game versus Costa Rica. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight if we don't sacrifice a draw here. 90 minutes, team instructions. It's not what we wanted. Let's go very attacking. Shouts. Push forward. Let's go. Minute 30, a minute. Final highlight. Straith with a throw in to Osorio. Heads it on. Nobody goes to get it. Alvarez clears for USA, and that's the game. Canada loses 2-1 to the USA B sides. That's terrible. Borjan, one mistake leading to a goal after he stopped a penalty. It was a very even match. They just, superior finishing, I suppose. Far from pleased. Get out. Get out. So that throws things into chaos. Yeah. Hamilton did a fine job. Borjan disappointed. Canada remain upbeat despite defeat. Canada squad react negatively to USA result. Let's hold a team meeting. I'm pleased you were all in such high spirits. I don't think that's going to go well to say this, but it's my only... Be cautious about it. Okay. Boss is right. If we go out there and think we have these games won before kickoff, we'll be out of this competition very... Okay. Good. Good. I'm glad that worked. I don't know exactly what I said, but they reacted positively to it, so I guess that's good. Let's take a look at the competitions. Gold Cup. Oh. Costa Rica hasn't played yet. But we're still ahead of USA on goal differential. Okay, so that's good. Because we beat El Salvador by 4 goals, that helped us out tremendously. Okay. Let's see if we can move forward just a little bit and see how that Costa Rica game plays out. So I'm going to pause it here and see how that turns out. Okay, we're back. Costa Rica did beat El Salvador 2-0. So that still puts us in second place. So that's fine. We both have +3 goal differential. El Salvador now has -6 goal differential. But now it's all going to come down to this final game versus Costa Rica. We need a win. And we need USA to not beat El Salvador by too many goals. You know, because we still have goal differential working in our favor, whether we win or lose. But yeah, it's tight now. We were going to cruise into our final game versus Costa Rica. Now the pressure is ratcheted up 1,000-fold. We have to advance to the next round. We cannot go out here in this competition. Board wants us to reach the semifinals. If we don't reach the semifinals, who knows? They could fire us for all I know. So let's let's buckle down and focus for the next game. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.